Hello, this is EAS 3964 with a severe weather briefing for tomorrow, June 28th, 2013. This severe weather briefing is the night before severe weather briefing, and I will be making another one tomorrow as conditions become more favorable for severe weather. As you can see, there is a moderate risk of severe thunderstorms over much of Iowa and into eastern Nebraska. A slight risk of severe thunderstorms is over parts of northern Kansas, eastern Nebraska, southeastern South Dakota, southern Minnesota, western Wisconsin, extreme west Illinois, northern Missouri, and all of Iowa, if I didn't say it before. And a general thunderstorm risk extends over much of the United States east of the Rockies. Some larger population centers inside the moderate risk area include Omaha, Lincoln, Des Moines, Cedar Rapids, and Sioux City. Some larger areas in the slight risk area include Minneapolis, St. Paul, Sioux Falls, Davenport, and Rochester. The probabilities of severe weather are conductive of severe weather. I probably didn't. Yeah, okay. Just forget I said anything right there. A 45% chance of severe weather is included within the moderate risk area. This is 45% and it is also hatched. Hatched areas, again, mean a 10% or greater probability of severe weather occurring within 25 miles of a point. The 45% chance of severe weather indicates an extremely high chance. While it may seem sort of 50-50, this does not mean 50-50. As a matter of fact, it means 45% of 45% chance of severe weather happening around a certain point. So within 25 miles of this moderate risk area, you could find extremely heavy severe weather, and outside of the slight risk area, 25 miles, you also might see some pretty severe weather as well. Some larger population centers, again, inside the 15% area, and I'm sorry, a bike just went by. Some larger population centers inside the 45% area include, again, Omaha, Lincoln, Des Moines, Sioux City, and Waterloo. And the significant severe includes Omaha, Lincoln, Des Moines, Sioux Falls, and Cedar Rapids. Some areas inside the 30%, while most of it is still hatched, include Sioux Falls, Cedar Rapids, Rochester, Iowa City, and Lakeville. 30% is also an extremely high probability. And, excuse me, I just burped into the mic. I'm sorry. A 30% probability indicates again the extreme probability of severe weather. 30% has given way to extremely bad severe weather outbreaks before, as has 45. 15%, while not as significant and usually packing less of a punch, is also pretty significant. Some larger population centers inside this include the Minneapolis area, Minneapolis-St. Paul actually, Davenport, Bloomington, Minnesota, and Plymouth, Minnesota. But all of these areas need to be on their toes to listen for severe weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. It looks like it is refreshing right now. Pardon me, my internet connection can be slow at times, so just bear with me here. Okay, I'll pause this until it's... No, wait, there it is. Alright. So, again, slight risk over much of southern Minnesota, western Wisconsin, extreme northwestern Illinois, Iowa, extreme northern Missouri, northern Kansas, and eastern Nebraska, and also southeastern South Dakota. The probabilistic, again, looks like it hasn't changed much. The 15 through 45% areas do need to be on their toes. Do need to be on your toes for severe weather, as it is imminent. The people in the 5% range, you guys really aren't line for much. Maybe some small hail, damaging winds, and possibly a small EF0 tornado, God knows where. Tomorrow's severe weather outlook. Let me go to the real SPC. I'm using the classic version, I'm sorry. Okay, they do not have a public severe weather outlook issued yet, although it's highly likely that they will tomorrow. Severe thunders, and I'm going to go ahead and read this now. There is a moderate risk of severe thunderstorms over portions of extreme eastern Nebraska and much of Iowa. There is a slight risk of severe thunderstorms over portions of the Central Plains into the middle and upper Mississippi Valley regions. Summary: severe thunderstorms capable of producing very large hail, a few tornadoes, and swaths of damaging winds appear possible Sunday into Sunday night across portions of the Central Plains into the middle and upper Mississippi Valley region. Synopsis: a strong zonal flow aloft will become established across the northern Rockies eastward across the northern plains Sunday afternoon in the wake of a shortwave lifting into Manitoba and Ontario early in the day. An elevated mixed layer will advect east, east, eastward and result in steep and mid-level lapse rates across portions of the northern plains and mid and upper Mississippi Valley region concurrent with the increasing zonal flow. Elsewhere, high pressure will extend from Texas east to northeast across much of the remainder of the continental United States. At the surface, a frontal boundary will extend from the upper Mississippi Valley southwest into the central plains and provide the focus for severe thunderstorm development over the central and northern plains into the upper Mississippi Valley region. Although lingering uncertainty remains regarding the exact location of surface frontal boundary and of thunderstorm development Sunday, latest guidance suggests that an environment supportive of severe thunderstorms with very large hail, swaths of damaging winds, and a few tornadoes will develop Sunday and Sunday night across portions of the Central Plains and mid-Mississippi Valley region. A frontal boundary will extend from the mid and upper Mississippi Valley region southwest across the Central Plains early Sunday, lifting slowly northward Sunday night. Although latest guidance appears to be somewhat overdone regarding boundary layer dew points along the south of the boundary, the development of strong surface-based instability and mid-level convective available potential energy in excess of 3,000 joules per kilogram is nevertheless expected by afternoon. Westerly deep layer shear averaging 50 knots, or about 58 miles per hour, will exist along and just north of the boundary, with thunderstorm initiation appearing most probable across eastern Nebraska and western Iowa by afternoon. Forecast soundings across eastern Nebraska and western Iowa suggest an environment very favorable for supercells with very large hail, a few tornadoes, and damaging winds. Low-level SRH will be enhanced along and just north of the frontal boundary where the tornado threat will be maximized. Sorry, I don't know what SRH means. With time, severe thunderstorms should become more widespread, with eventual upscale growth into a forward-propagating MCS, with swaths of damaging winds and a combined risk for hail and a few tornadoes. Adjustments to the moderate risk area are likely in subsequent outlooks as confidence increases in the location of the frontal boundary and thunderstorm development and evolution. Additionally, additional thunderstorm development is possible in the moderately unstable and insufficiently based sheared environment along the front across the Mississippi Valley and have kept severe probabilities in that area. Late Sunday night, a strengthening low-level jet may lead to additional strong severe thunderstorm development across portions of north-central Nebraska, southeast South Dakota, with a risk for large hail and strong wind gusts. The next Day 2 outlook is scheduled by 0600 Zulu. Current time is 9:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's about it for that. Again, the next convective outlook is scheduled for midnight Central Standard Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. That concludes tonight's severe weather briefing. I will have another one for you tomorrow. Please stay tuned for that, and I will keep on my toes, as I suggest everyone in the moderate risk area should do tomorrow. That's it for me. Sleep well and stay safe.